Hey gang, Zippo's Vlogs. It's part 2 of my setup, and also history of how Zippo came to be. The one single most important thing here when I'm sitting down at the desk editing my videos is right there. Nectar of the gods. I don't want to hear all you negative Nancy's telling me how bad that stuff is for you. I have both a touchpad and a mouse. The touchpad is great for a number of different hand gestures similar to the use of a cell phone gesturing, and helps me with pinpoint editing, so on and so forth. The mouse is for quick mobility through things. There are certain gestures I can use that will pull up, as you can see. I can pull that down. I can come over from this side, bring the sidebar in. Oh, it's not cooperating with me right now because it's not sitting where it usually sits. It's very comfortable to use. My hand stays nice and low and flat. I've got carpal tunnel, so it helps with that. And this is just a piece of dense foam that came in packaging for something, I don't remember what. And I just cut it so that it was comfortable for me. So it's similar to like a gel pad in its consistency. And also it doubles as a great squeegee, because with a white desktop and as picky and anal as I am, it just drives me nuts. This works as an awesome duster for just taking and dragging, and then I can clean the edge off. I know it sounds weird, but it actually works really, really well. You see my two tablets. This is a Nexus 12, made in 2012. I use this one to tether the GoPros, as well as the LG, I think it's a G8, F8, G-Pad F8. What's nice about this one is this is on my cell phone plan, so I have data, so I can use this to directly upload and uplink and connect to the internet and interact with you guys on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, the whole nine. And no, I'm not on Twitter a whole lot. I know the 160 character thing, I'm just not real up to snuff in. This is just a Zebra. It's a real small stylus, and made by Zebra. I don't even see the model number on it here anywhere. But anyway, it's just a nice pen, and plus it has the stylus right on it. That is a nice thing about the LG, is that it does have its own stylus, which is even smaller. That makes for real nice editing. Also allows me to stay interactive with you guys throughout the day and checking my comments. The cell phone also does the same thing. I'm using an iPhone 6s Plus. I just upgraded recently from an iPhone 6. The iPhone 6 was great, but it was only a 16 gig hard drive. I opted for the 64 gig hard drive on the iPhone so that I can videotape all day long and not have to worry about eating up every little bit of memory and having to delete all the time. So that's a big reason for grabbing that. I was talking about the computer. The computer is pretty much the lifeline as far as video capture goes, and it always has been. And I have the history of the computers that I have used over the years sitting right here, starting with my old Toshiba Satellite. This one is running Windows XP, and it is still fully functional. Slower than molasses, but it's old technology. After this one became outdated enough that back when XP they stopped with the updates, I did upgrade, and it was actually a new purchase of the Dell Inspiron. I don't remember what the model number is on it. I don't know that it really matters. because as old as it is, a 1545. But this one also still fully functional. I upgraded the RAM in it, as well as improved a couple of other things with it, so that it became my primary computer for a number of years. Now this one is currently running Windows Vista. It's still getting upgrades through Windows, but as we all know, it's eventually going to drop off the face of the earth. And then we come down to my current laptop, that when I go somewhere, it is here and handy and small and thin, and it is the Gateway ID49C07U. It started with Windows 7. It has been upgraded to Windows 10. Upgraded memory, upgraded hard drive, upgraded RAM, and still runs like a rape tape. I'm not a big advocate or a big fan of Gateway, but if they come along cheap, I'm going to get them. This one came as cheap as they come. It was actually free. It was just given to me. It needed some issues, so I went through it. It has a 500 gig hard drive. It is running 64 gig. It's an Intel Core i3 350M processor. I believe I'm running 8 gigs of DDR3 memory on it right now. It originally had 4. But a good computer is a good backbone for your videos. But like I said, you can start with just a cell phone, and a lot of people do. That's primarily all they use. There's a number of really good cell phones out there with replaceable batteries and with replaceable memory cards. I just happen to really like the iOS format, so that's what I've stuck with and that's what I use. I don't know really what else I can tell you about my system as far as when I'm sitting doing my edits and whatnot. I just use generic free available programs. I don't invest a ton of money in equipment because I don't make a ton of money off YouTube. Everything that I do make off of YouTube through revenues, through ads, gets rolled right back into YouTube. That's why I started Zippo's vlogs, so that I can concentrate more on the Zippo videos, the Zippo Varga videos, and then have this separate channel here just to socially interact with you guys on a more personal level. I don't expect this channel to grow a whole lot. I expect that my fan base over on Zippo Varga, those of you guys that are Midwest Motor Rider, Raymond Camp, all you know, Bruce, everybody knows who they are that have come over there, Ram, to interact with me there on a more personal level. That's also why I have Facebook. Instagram I don't use a whole lot. Twitter I don't use a whole lot, but I do have them, so you can check in on me there. I believe that my videos directly link to Twitter each time a video is uploaded, so you've got that availability. I don't do Vines, I don't do Snapchat. I have them, but I just don't use them. My life is busy enough without them. Let's see, we're at 8 minutes and 49 seconds. We're going to go ahead and close this, and then I'm going to pull out for you guys what I use to hold everything when I'm shooting my videos. So stay tuned, I'll be right back.